The Tao of Self-Confidence, episode 438. Welcome to the Tao of Self-Confidence, where I share stories of amazing women who have discovered their inner journey to self-confidence. Visit our website at thetaoofselfconfidence.com. Your inner journey to self-confidence awaits. Well, hello, friend. Welcome to the Tao of Self-Confidence, where I share stories of amazing women who have discovered their inner journey to self-confidence. I'm your host today, Sheena Yap-Chan, and today I have a phenomenal lady on the show today. She is the founder of Kanabis, and I'm really excited to have her on and share her story with us today on self-confidence. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to Devika Srimal. Devika, how are you today? Maybe you can fill in a little bit more about yourself to our listeners.
Sure. Hi, Sheena. Firstly, thank you for having me on the show. So yeah, like you said, I am the founder of Kanabis, and we make vegan, animal-friendly shoes for women. So I'm based out of India, and we're selling shoes online and offline, and they're super fashionable and comfortable, and most importantly, they're cruelty-free.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that. And Devika, what's your cultural background?
So I was born and raised here in Delhi in India, and then I studied in the UK. Then I lived and worked in London for about 9 years, and I did my MBA from the US. So it's been a mix of, experiences, having lived and worked and studied everywhere. But now I'm back in motherland, back in India. So yeah, that's wraps it up culturally.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that. And what would be your favorite self-confidence quote?
The one I like a lot is, if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you're right.
Thanks for sharing that. And it's so true, like with self-confidence, it really does start with, the belief in your abilities and what you think you can or can't do. I believe what you start thinking, it does come to life, just has to start with that belief. So thanks for sharing that quote. And in your own words, how would you define self-confidence?
So I would say that it's like you said, it's really about having that belief in your own abilities. If you have a goal and some drive, and it really, you firstly, you have to feel it from within that you can do this. And then I think you can explain to the rest of the world or to anyone else that, yeah, you have it in you. So firstly, I think it all starts with your inner self and inner confidence of having the faith in yourself.
Thanks for sharing that great definition. And what was your life like before your discovery of self-confidence?
So to be honest, if I have to look back, I think I'm very fortunate. I grew up in a family where, everyone is an achiever in their own right. And so I think the environment was very supportive. I think I was born with that. I was brought up with that kind of culture in my family, and then all around me, I could see people who had a goal, who had the confidence to do things. So I think that obviously, helped a lot. It's like, I think I just inherited. And of course, then I think when you achieve one goal, and then that pushes you to achieve your next. So of course, through the journey, there have been highs and lows. And the important thing is, when you are, down in the dumps, when you are feeling low, that's when you, pick yourself up again. And that's when that little self-confidence, you have to muster it all up and bring yourself back.
Thanks for sharing that. And what was that moment in your life when you realized, especially starting your own business, especially starting a vegan footwear, what was that aha moment that made you decide to go out there and just do it?
Yeah, so actually it's a lot to do with my personal sentiment towards animals. I gave up leather just for the love of animals a few years ago. And I really struggled to find stylish non-leather shoes. And then I just started noticing when I moved back to India what women were wearing and what is available in the market, and I wasn't too pleased. And I was also volunteering for PETA, so obviously that kind of inspired me to go the vegan way and I had to use only cruelty-free products. And finally, it was almost a light bulb moment when I thought I'm going to start my own brand. So it was obviously a lot of work, having no background in fashion or footwear or anything. It was just an idea, and then bringing it all together. Yeah, required a lot of course, family support and that self-confidence that you talk about and everything. And it feels great now to having actually started it.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that. And that's great. You can start something even though you have no clue, especially no background. It just really shows that, anything's truly possible if you have an idea and you just go for it, right? And, just learning to let go and see what the outcome is. So thanks for sharing that. And, because of that realization, what's your life been like now?
I think it just pushes me, to do more. And it's the feeling that motivation is there every morning to wake up and set a new target for yourself. And then when you achieve that, then this is a constant journey. The goalposts just keep moving forward. So which is a good sign anyway. And you just feel like, yeah, one motivates you and pushes you to reach the next goal. So I think it's only a positive thing, and it's taking you, on the right track.
Thanks for sharing that. And, to the woman who's listening to your episode, she may be in her own journey of self-confidence. What would be that one tip you would give to her?
So I truly believe in carpe diem, so I would say if ladies, you should just seize the day, and we've got one life, so gotta live it. And just on a personal level, I actually I had a cushy job and I quit, and everyone thought I was so stupid to do that. And I just used to say, you got one life, gotta mess it up in your own ways. So you don't always have to obviously mess it up, but you sure have to take some risk or plunge, sometimes to take a leap of faith. And that's what I would say. If you've got one life, so do what you love, and you love yourself for doing that at some day.
Thanks for sharing that. And I love how you mentioned that we have one life to mess up, and it doesn't have to mean it's a bad thing. And yeah, we're going to have to figure things out on our own. And that's a good thing, right? Because it shows us how to be resourceful. It shows that we can stand on our own 2 feet, and, gives us that confidence to keep moving forward no matter what happens. So I really love what you mentioned. And if our listeners wanted to get to know a little bit more about you or check out some of your footwear, is there any links or social media profiles we can connect with?
Oh, sure. So our website is www.kanabis.in. That's cannabis with a K, Kanabis. And we are very active on Facebook, Insta. Our handle is cannabis.in again.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that. And to our listeners, if you want to connect with Devika, you can also head on over to the taoofselfconfidence.com and search for Devika's name. Her show notes will pop up along with everything else we talked about. And I really just want to thank Devika for taking the time to share her story and tips with us on self-confidence. So thank you so much.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. It was really great having you on the show. And to our listeners, be on the lookout for another new episode of another amazing woman's journey to self-confidence. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Thank you for tuning in to another amazing episode of the Tao of Self-Confidence. Get your free audiobook by visiting our website at thetaoofselfconfidence.com. Your inner journey to self-confidence awaits.